coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he did have a conversation with his star wide receiver. He understands all of the sacrifices he made to come back to school and give it all for his team this year. There is a lot of Heisman talk, but he said the only talk you need to worry about is between you, your quarterback, and your teammates. Focus on doing your job, and the Heisman and all that attention might come down the road. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Aggies kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Texas A&M going up tempo. On the run, it's Owens. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Play action, Iamaleava fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The run inside. It's Pringle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Reed. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Play action with Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Might be changing the route. Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great catch and run for 6. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab in their space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing Reed. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not wide enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Reed. Over the middle, it's Williams. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that
one. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Iamaleava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. Running inside. It's Pringle. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava throws it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Owens. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They want to run this quarterback. Could be an alley. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Owens. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The field goal is no good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if he gets a do-over.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
It is good! And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Sun Devils looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle.
Miami, 14.
And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Reed. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
To the air, it's Reed. He's looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Under fire. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Owens. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That's caught by Williams. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here's Reed to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Owens. Breaks the tackle. Picks up the 1st down. There's some room. To the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. He wants to change this route. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Owens. Shakes off the defender. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those times.
Might have a chance. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Throwing, Imaliava. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incomplete.
Looking to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Edwards.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Throwing Reed. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to them.
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Bring in the heat. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Quarterback making checks. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs to buy some time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Edwards. Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Texas A&M, 59, Miami.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Direct snap. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here.